So looking at some of my other videos, I'm into photography is one of my other hobbies, and I also have an office job, so I wanted a backpack that filled both of those needs and that I could take with me just about anywhere that I wanted to go. And so I wanted something that was kind of small, compact, and that's why I ended up going with the Fastpack 150 by Lowepro. This particular one, it is built very, very well. Pretty much like any Lowepro product that I've purchased, the quality is top notch. And this one there's no exception. Looking at the back of it, if we just look at the design of how it's built, there's a lot of mesh that's here on the back. There's a large channel that goes down the center to allow for a lot of breathability, ventilation. The shoulder pads are thick. I mean, you can see there, very, very thick. It's a mesh, breathes very, very well. And I recently put this to the test. I think it was in March or April, maybe in April I think it was. My family, we went to Disney World and it was insanely hot. I carried this with me and very minimal sweat on my back, very minimal. And it was just so hot, there was just no way around that. But I actually stayed fairly comfortable with this. And so, yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. It's very comfortable. It has a chest strap here, but I find that most of the time I don't even need that. There's a lot of adjustment, a lot of flexibility that's there. There's also a waist strap that's here at the bottom in case you wanted to use that. I found that I've never needed it. Here you'll see on one of the straps I have my Peak Design capture clip. I think this is whatever their newest one is, version 3. That's amazing. I don't have any issues with it sliding up and down. If you don't know what the Capture Clip Pro is, I think that's what it's called. It's a clip that goes on the bottom of your camera, and your camera can then slide and lock into this, and then when you're ready to use it, you push in the button from the side, your camera releases, then you can take pictures with it. So pretty much whenever I go anywhere and my camera goes with me, usually this is where it goes. Looking here at the side, there's a zipper that goes all the way down this way. If I unzip it, I have my Samsung 13-inch laptop, which I store in there. And then there's another slot. As you can see, there's another slot that's right here. And that's for a tablet. This one is the 150, so a 13-inch is as large as you can fit into this. They do have a 250 model, which will accommodate a 15-inch laptop if you need something that's a little bit bigger. And again, there's lots and lots of padding here in the back, so no concern with my laptop getting damaged. Here, I don't know if you can, how well you can see this, but this is kind of an opening for side access to get to your camera gear. I'll show you more about that in a minute. Going here to the other side, there is a pocket which is here. I don't know how well you can see that. I've got a water bottle back here behind me. I know everything's black and it's hard to see probably. And so there's my water bottle stored in the side. There's also a kind of I don't know what you call that. It's almost like a place where you could hook something with a carabiner or something like that. I'm not for sure what its full intention is, but you have that there as well. Also worth mentioning here in the back is you can pull, there's a strap that's in here and in here that will clip together, and you can use that for your luggage where you have the retractable handle. You can take it and then you can put this on it, and then it will go in between the handle and keep this from falling off. Usually what I do is I just put sideways on there, and then the handle up through the middle. That works just as well for me. So looking in the front compartment, there's a small zipper that's here. I keep some lotion with me. This is also has a sunscreen that's in it, so I take that with me everywhere I go. Some hand sanitizer, which is here. I have really bad allergies, and so I carry some nasal spray with me all the time. And then also some Nivea moisturizing chapstick. And sometimes I'll keep a few other little things in there, but that's all I have in there for now. So this is kind of more of like my personal hygiene pocket. Going into the next pocket here, let me see if I can lay this down. You can see this is a fairly large pocket. From the side, it goes from here all the way up to here, so you have a lot of storage that's in there. And so we'll go into this and start pulling some things out. This right here is just a few little multi-tools. This is a small multi-tool that I got. It's made by True Utility. It has a knife built into it, a screwdriver, a place for removing nuts, a wire stripper right there, and this is an Allen wrench, which I use for my camera. And then this is a Night Eyes, another little bottle opener, screwdriver. It's got a little measuring tool on it. Just a fun little thing to have. Cliff Bars. I keep Cliff Bars with me all the time. This is my favorite, the coconut chocolate chip. And then this is a walnut raisin, or an oatmeal raisin walnut. Small cleaning cloth. This is actually a portable hard drive case. And I did a video on this. This is the RAV Power, I can't remember the model number, WD009. It's the file hub. This little thing is pretty amazing. Like I said, I did a video on it. Check it out. It's a battery bank which holds up to 6,700 milliamp. It's also a wireless router. And one of the other reasons I keep it in my bag is when I'm doing photography, I can take the memory card out, put it into this. I also have a USB drive, portable drive, that I can plug into this. I push one button and it transfers everything from the memory card to the external hard drive that I keep. Very, very handy and nice product to have. It's only like $50, so it's not crazy expensive either. These are my Bose, what is this, Sound Sport? I think it's the Sound Sport wireless. And then this is the Bose rechargeable case that goes with it. So here's the headphones, and then you might be able to see, I'm working backwards here, that the headphones are plugged into this, and this is a small battery bank. So there, on this end, there's a place to where you charge the case, and then when you plug the headphones into the case, then it charges, keeps your headphones charged up. And then on this side, I have a small micro USB charging cable on this side. That way I can charge it up at any point and any time. So I always have a set of headphones with me, which comes in really handy if I have to go to the dealership and get my oil changed or something on my car when I leave work. I've got a way that I can sit and listen to music or watch videos. So here's a better look at the opening. As you can see, it's really huge. There's a lot of storage that's in there. Then there's also two pockets, which are here. And we'll go into those and see what's in it. On this side, let's see if I can figure out a way to do this so you guys can see. Yeah, there you go. So there's a hook for your keys. Then there's the two pockets. This right here is a small hard drive, 256 gig hard drive. I think it's, what is it, an MSATA that's installed in a small case. It's USB-C and comes in very handy, and I love the small size of it. This is the Microsoft Surface mouse, which is really thin, compact. To turn it on, you just put it into this arch shape, and then that turns it on. You can see the light there. It's Bluetooth. There's a blue light blinking. And then when let's see if I can do this, goes back straight, you can see the lights are now off. I love that. I've had that for probably, gosh, I bet I've had that for probably 3 or 4 years as well. It's been amazing. So I keep that with me. My favorite pen. This is the Pentec. Which one is this? The Energel. This is the metal tip, 0.7, and I get this in the blue color. This one here, it doesn't smear. I'm a notary, so I have to do a lot of signing of stuff. Usually it's always in blue, and making sure it doesn't smear is extremely important. This is my Samsung wireless battery bank. It's 10,000 milliamp. There's plugs on this end of it. Push a button, turn it on. So you can see the lights that's there. So you can plug an item in via the USB port and charge it, another device via the cable. This right here is USB port for charging the actual device. But the great feature of this is that it is a wireless device, and not sure where I put my phone. Oh, it's way over there. But you just simply lay your phone on top of it and it will start charging it. So I keep this with me everywhere I go. A Tide pen for in case you spill stuff on you. Very handy to have. It's amazing how many times I've actually used this thing to where somebody has spilt something or I've spilt something, and I just pull this out and like, you need to borrow this, and oh, thank you. So buy one of those and keep it with you. There's a zipper pocket that's here in the top, and this is where I just keep all my miscellaneous cables. This is a longer USB-C cable that it's just folded up. I keep that with me. This is the Chafon. Is it Chafon? Yeah, Chafon multi cable, I guess you would call it. There's a USB, I think this is A connector, and then you would basically, you can plug this into the charger like this, and then on this end you have, let's see if I can get these organized. There are 2 micro USBs here, a mini USB, a lightning port, and then a USB-C cable here. And so you can charge multiple items at a time. And I have found myself in a situation to where I was charging my phone wirelessly. I had this plugged in, and I was charging a couple of friends' phones at the same time, all off of this device. It's really, really cool. Very handy to have, and very cheap. It's less than $10 for this on Amazon. And then I have a smaller USB-C cable, and that's normally what I use with my drive. So I'll usually use this, plug it into my RAV power, or I'll plug this directly into my laptop. And so with videos and stuff, I'll usually transfer it all onto this, and that way, and then plug this into my computer or whatever I need to edit the files. This right here was, I think they call this the MHL adapter, and this is what comes with most Samsung phones. And so I just keep this with me just in case I need it, but to be honest, I've never even used it. So that's a quick look at the top part of the bag. Let's see if I can throw everything back in here real quick. But yeah, I take this with me just about everywhere I go. And I have pretty much everything that I need. I think it's time for me to go to wash. Yeah, this is the boring part. Most people would probably edit this out, but I'm not. I hate editing. Okay, so that's that. So now let's go into the camera part. So down here there's a couple of clips. Release this one, pull the flap up. Now you have access to zippers. So this is on your back, so if someone's behind you, they can't quickly unzip and then take out something. That, I assume that's what the purpose of that is. And if you have a camera in here, you probably spend a lot of money on it, and I think that's just another layer of protection. But there's a small pocket that's here. Usually in here, I just keep a couple of caps, a USB-C cable, and an AC charger just in case I needed to charge something up. There's also another small pocket that's right there as well. And this extends all the way to the bottom to here. Usually don't keep much in that. Okay, next up there is another zipper, and this particular zipper goes all the way around this side and then back. The theory behind that is if you're you have your backpack on, all you have to do is unzip here, here, and now there's a flap that you can open to access your camera, pull it out, and then start shooting. I normally never do that. I'm afraid of dropping my camera. But I generally keep the zippers just up underneath here, and then it's snapped down this way. So let's go ahead and let's take a look and see what I have in here. So here in the top of this, there's two places for micro SD cards. On this side I have a couple of thumb drives, which are here. I can't remember the last time I used them, but if I need them, they're there. This side here I have a small case which I store additional batteries and then also additional micro SD cards along with the adapters. This is also waterproof, so I keep that in my bag at all times. Here, I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see how it's laid out. Here on this back compartment, I have my Nikon cleaning kit. You never know when you need to clean your camera or your lens. There are two lens pins. It's here. Here's a smaller one. Has a brush on one end, and then the other end unscrews to where there's a little tip with a cleaning pad that's on there. So there's a small one in here, and then there is also a larger one. Micro cleaning cloth, as well as some Zeiss lens cleaning wipes that I keep in this. Over here on the other side, it's where I keep a camera strap with me, just in case I need it. This is the Peak Design the larger one. I can't remember which one it is, but this is the larger camera strap. I keep a micro USB, if you can see that, dual charger for the batteries. So I could even use my battery bank to charge my batteries for my camera if I needed. And then also just a rag. This is like a sports rag. So just in case all my gear gets soaked, I have a way to dry it off, or if I get soaked, a way to dry me off. So I shoot with a D500, which is what I'm using now, and then I have a 17-55 f2.8 lens, which is on the camera. I'm recording with it all now, and it will fit here in the bag. It's a very tight fit, which is good. The camera won't bounce around in there. There's lots of cushion, as you can see. But if I decide that I'm going to go out and I'm not for sure which lens I want to shoot with, I'll usually grab my Nikon 70-200 f2.8. This lens is straight up amazing. It will just barely fit inside of this bag. And so normally what I'll do is, you can see here, I'll work it in there a little bit. It's where it's kind of tight. It kind of protrudes out this bottom just a little bit. If I give it just a little bit of a push, I can zip this closed, and now I have my 70-200 lens inside of my bag. And without much protrusion, it does kind of stick out. Let's see if I can get this up here in a way that you can see it. It kind of bulges just a little bit, but it allows me to carry the 70-200 f2.8 lens, and then I'll carry the D500 with the 17-55 2.8 right here with me. So very awesome. It's a great bag. I love it. It has really done me well. I haven't had any issues with it, none whatsoever. All the zippers, no hanging, just super thrilled with it, and don't look to replace it anytime soon. It just works, and works really, really well for me. So anyway, if you haven't tried this bag and you're looking for a good everyday carry type bag, I would definitely recommend you to take a look at this. So anyway, this is the Lowepro Fastpack, Fastpack BP150AW2. So thanks for checking out the video, and until next time, take care. All right, bye.